What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about pajamas. I want to do a quick update today. I don't want this video to take too long. There's just one important thing that I think needs to be addressed. I'm going off of a hunch here. If my hunch is wrong, it will not be that costly. There won't be large repercussions. At least I hope there won't be. Let's stop talking and get into it, okay? Or maybe let's start talking and stop rambling. You know, from this relative, it all starts here, from this relative low to this relative high. We've done something that I've noticed has been pretty common over the past couple of months, and it's been less common now than it was like a month ago, but still it's something that I've noticed it's happened, and it might be happening now, might be being the key word. From a low point here to a high point here, the relative low to high, we went all the way down. We pulled straight down through the 61869 and went right down to the 786. Where we closed. We literally closed and are already up right now 4.6% on this day. We're not even 5 hours into the new day yet, right? So already up about 4.6%. What I've noticed with this kind of behavior is that generally speaking, you do find support at the 618. Generally speaking, you're a little bit more methodical on your way down to the 786. But lately, things will just tear right to their 786. And then the key thing is they find immense, immediate support. When I say immense, I mean something that would take them back above the 618, right? So just something that would take this back above 0.00278, 277, whatever, somewhere around there. I guess it's 0.00277 technically. Would be a move that I'm calling for, and likely probably above that, right? Not just to that line, but above that line is what I'd be calling for. And it would probably happen today if this were to be valid, right? If this were to be the kind of valid thing that I'm alluding to. I don't know what word to properly use there. Concluding to, I think alluding to would be the right word. Which is that essentially, you know, from a low to a high, pulling straight down to the 786, no stops really along the way. Like, yes, you stopped here a little bit, but what I mean is you didn't stop at the 61869 zone, and then just an immediate recovery, right? And if that's to be the case, if that behavior is to be expected, if it's to be respected, we would see that bounce happening like right now, because we're at that area right now. And yeah, I feel like I'm just saying the same thing over and over again. So might end the video there. I want to look at the 4-hour RSI. Very oversold, right? Very, very oversold. Lower lows relative to that. What about on the daily? Right at the 40, bro. Right at the 40. I'm telling you guys, I bet right here, I'm calling it. This is beyond uncalled for. This is way too early to call for. But with the given metrics that we have, with the given indicators and tools that we have, I'm confident enough to say this is the low. I think that's the low. I think if you want to get into pajamas, now is the time. I'm going to post this video as quickly as I can, because genuinely, by the time most of you watch it, it's probably going to be at a higher price than it is now. If it is up at a higher price, it's still a good time to buy, still a good time to buy, still a good time to buy, right? Because we've got dramatically higher prices in mind once it comes time to actually moving up, right? I believe that we're going to see prices at a minimum at like 6.6 cents, okay? We're at 0.00236 cents right now, right? At a minimum, the minimum target, actually, I'm sorry, the minimum target is 8.5 cents. My bad. 8.5 cents from the current price. That is a 36x. The maximum expected target is over 100x. Pajamas, you guys, is a very low market cap coin. Okay, I know that these gains sound crazy, but crazy gains like this happen in a short amount of time, especially with low market cap coins. We go to pajamas here, right? $2 million, $2.3 million, right? Not a lot of market cap. That's actually a low amount of volume, 80,000. That's a really low amount of volume, man. It was seeing back when it was worth like $4 million, it was seeing like $2 million in volume, so it was seeing a little bit more substantial volume when it was moving up. Now that it's moving down, it's seeing less volume, which I guess I am a bit of a fan of. I would expect that we do this 24-hour volume is probably going to change a lot by tomorrow. I would bet we see a lot of volume coming in. But here I am making this video going on longer than it needs to. I think I've said everything I need to say. The main thing that I wanted to address is just that 786 pullback, right, from this low point here to that high point there, giving you guys the targets of where I think it's going to go as far as highs go, in case that entices you to get in, just because I'm saying it has a minimum of a 36x potential and a potential 100x potential, like by the end of the year. This is like a very fast move that I would expect to happen. Just because it's on the table does not mean sell your car, does not mean pawn your wedding ring, does not mean put your life savings into this. I haven't. I haven't anywhere near that, right? I'm out of my whole portfolio, the amount of pajamas that I'm holding right now, it's less than 3%. It might be close to like 2% or even 1%. I don't know. Actually, I think it is. It's probably like 1.5% of my total. So it's a very small amount, right? Very, very small amount. Don't throw the bank at this thing. If you could turn a small amount into a 30x or a 100x, that's fun. Why you don't need to put a lot of money in there, because if you do put a lot of money, the reason why it can go up so high is because it's risky. It's a $2.3 million market cap coin with an 80,000 24-hour trading volume, right? That's absurdly, the discrepancy there is absurd. Okay, so there's always the chance that this thing doesn't work out. There's always a chance that it could go wrong. If you're putting serious money into this anyways, it's low liquidity. You're not going to get the ideal prices you want. If you put in like a few $1,000s, you'd probably send the price up in itself. So don't put in anything crazy, nothing that you'd be upset with losing, right? This is strictly to have fun. If you want to have fun, you want to be part of some kind of absurd pump, which I do believe is going to happen, throw $100 in there. Throw $1,000 in there if it's like $100 is to you. I don't know. I don't know how to phrase that, right? Like if you're dealing with a decent amount of cash and $1,000 doesn't hurt you, then do that. But if $1,000 is, or maybe don't do that, but like do that if you want to, you know. I've got more than 1,000 in pajamas, you know. But if 1,000 is like all you're working with, that's your portfolio. That's all you have. Maybe start with 100, right? You can do 10% of your portfolio at that point. You can make $100 back, no problem. Just don't put money in here that would be a problem for you to lose if it did get lost, right? I'm not expecting that. I'm expecting this, but you just never know. And that's why with these ones, with these fun ones, put just enough money in there to make it fun. Don't put it in there to make it exciting or devastating, right? This video went on longer than it meant to, just because I don't want, when I get really excited about something, whenever I see the potential that it has, I'm excited about it. But whenever but I know what I mean. I know how I mean my words and what I mean by them, right? Someone watching this for the first time, you might hear me say that and you're like, oh, this guy's guaranteeing that it's going to 8 cents at a minimum. This money is a sure thing. That's not at all what I'm saying here, right? I think it will. I would bet, and I am betting some money that it does go there, but time will tell. We'll see how it goes. Anyways, ramble at this point. I got nothing else to say. If you guys like the video, hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content. Again, just showing here, right, real loss in volume, not a lot of volume at all. Volume started to come in at more significant levels on this move up. I think that's a good sign, especially if we can find a higher low here, which I think we're going to do, because from that low to that high, we're at the 786, and with this behavior where you just pull right down through the 786 there, you get a nice recovery, like a really, really nice recovery. So, and it probably won't be just like that, but you get the point. So take care, hit that like button. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.